I'm Dara.
And I'm Steph.
The Philippine Eagle Foundation. Here with us is Malaya, and welcome to the first episode of the Malaya Breaks the Internet.
This is a project under PEC's Learn with Malaya, an open classroom project that concentrates on learners to further their understanding and appreciation of biodiversity and conservation through digital learning activities. For this episode, we are going to talk about human-nature relationship and its impact on human health. This is brought to you by the Philippine Eagle Foundation, FTC Utilities Incorporated, Olicon Builders Incorporated, and Hiring a Woman. Being healthy is a fundamental right of every human being. It is a dynamic concept that is influenced by a range of different factors like social, biological, physical, economic, and environmental. It is one of the most important indicators of sustainable development as well. Convention on biological diversity defines biodiversity as the variability among living organisms from all sources, including inter alia, terrestrial, marine, and other aquatic ecosystems. This includes diversity within species, between species, and of ecosystems. Biodiversity is at the heart of the complex web of life on Earth and the processes essential to its survival. People depend on biodiversity in their daily lives in ways that are not always appreciated. Our resources are not just produced by evolutionary processes, but also transformed by anthropogenic activity, population pressures, and globalizing tendencies. The interactions between people and nature determine the health status of a community, providing the basis for good health and secure livelihood. When human activity threatens these resources, it poses risk to millions of people whose livelihoods, health, and well-being are sustained by them. Human activities are disturbing both the structure and functions of ecosystems and altering native biodiversity. Such disturbances reduce the abundance of some organisms, cause population growth in others, modify the interactions among organisms, and alter the interactions between organisms in their physical and chemical environments. Biodiversity and human health are linked in many ways. Human health ultimately depends upon ecosystem products and services like availability of fresh water and food and fuel sources. Humans destroyed and took 66% of planet's landmass and natural land habitats to construct towns and cities, altered 75% of the marine environment, and slowly exploited 60% of animals since the 1970s. Biodiversity loss can have significant direct human health impacts if ecosystem services are no longer adequate to meet social needs. Indirectly, changes in ecosystem services affect livelihoods, income, local migration, and some strains may even cause political conflict. Biodiversity loss also means that we are losing many of nature's chemicals and genes. Consequences? Animals in untouched environments serves as natural hosts of viruses. Invading their natural habitat will invite the viruses to make the consumer, like us humans, their new host. There is a pressing need to better understand the relationship between biodiversity and public health, and our understanding between the links is essential to shaping policies and expanding our scientific understanding. It is not yet too late. We can still prevent diseases from emerging. How? Acknowledge that this is our responsibility. The pandemic is the effect of human actions. We are all in this together. As thinkers, we can do better. Those are just viruses. They have no battle plans. Third, we should all transform our mindsets. Conservation is not just another advocacy. It needs to be our default way of thinking, especially seeing that everything we deal like health, economics, happiness, and education cannot exist without Earth's resources. And lastly, we should restore our only home. We should stop consuming more than this planet can offer. But of course, the answer is really up to you. Now that we have learned how abusing nature impacts human health, It's time for us to change our ways. Now, let us share with you an activity that you can enjoy with your family at home. Since digital is the new normal, adults work from home while students learn from home. Malaya over here would like to share with you some eagle behaviors. Alright, let's do this. Now let's learn what these behaviors mean in 1, 2, 3. Preening, cresting, landing, feeding, windsurfing, 5 eagle things. Now that you've learned some eagle behaviors, let's sing and dance. Repeat after us. Preening, cresting, landing, feeding, windsurf, these are 5 eagle things. You are amazing! Now let's do it all together. Ready? Preening, cresting, landing, feeding, windsurf, these are 5 eagle things. One more time. Preening, you did great! Thank you everyone for learning eagle behaviors with us. Try it at home with your family. A friendly reminder from Malaya to maintain a strict physical distance, at least 1 eagle wing apart. Till next time, bye! This episode is brought to you by Philippine Eagle Foundation, FTC Incorporated, Ulticon Builders Incorporated, and Haring Ibon, together with Phoenix Philippines Foundation and Elanco Animal Health.
Thank you for taking the time to learn with us today.
Please don't forget to share this knowledge to your family or friends.
Till next time, stay safe!